welcome to Charts and Hearts. I'm Sarah, and she's Lindsay.
And together we're working our way through an epic list of rom-coms in order to find and categorize tropes in the hopes of creating the nerdiest spreadsheet podcasts I've ever seen.
And this month we are doing probably our final Meg Ryan month, unless she magically makes a bunch more movies. And we're kicking it off with French Kiss.
This is the reason why I wanted to do this month.
I know.
I love this
and
movie.
Then our, rom-com
White whale
obligation. Which we haven't watched yet. So, this is French Kiss. The one with Meg Ryan and Kevin Kline.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll just tell my story about this movie, because I don't think I've told you this.
No.
I'm pretty sure that I watched this movie either in French class or for credit, for bonus marks for French class. Because we had this thing of if you watched stuff that had French in it, even with subtitles, you could write a couple, if you wrote I think all you had to do was write a sentence or a paragraph. This was grade 10 or 11. Somehow I watched this movie for credit in high school.
That's ridiculous, because it's ridiculous. They talk a lot about whiskey dick in this movie.
I know. So that's why I'm pretty sure it wasn't in class.
In class.
Yeah.
Because me and everybody that I knew, because it was 2000, or I guess it was 2001 by the time I was in grade 11.
Yeah.
When we were doing Taming of the Shrew, every single person I knew tried to get their English teacher to let us watch 10 Things.
Mm-hmm.
And every one of them said no, because she flashed her teacher.
Yeah.
And so if you were allowed to watch a movie when they talk about erectile dysfunction, I should have been allowed to watch a movie where you don't see boobs.
Fair enough. But then also, because I was young when I watched this and didn't watch it with my parents, if I did watch it even if I watched it for credit, I would have watched it with a friend or something.
Yeah.
It was a very long time ago. I didn't know that it was Kevin Kline and not a French actor until this week when I watched this movie.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
Because I think I also had it, confused with Green Card and Gerard Depardieu.
Well, it was supposed to be Gerard Depardieu.
I know, which I'm so glad it wasn't.
Me too. I would not.
No, because, this
he's
movie
not for me.
Is very charming.
Mm-hmm. And it's mostly him.
Yeah. So much of it is because of him. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. I was watching through it and I was like, he worked with a French linguist and he did take French in high school and university. He took French more than you would take French as an American, or mostly most Canadians. But I just am I don't know. How do French people feel about this accent? I wonder. Is it?
Yeah.
It is a person playing a person from a different country, but because they're both white European countries, or European settlers, European countries, are we okay with that? I don't know. That happens all the time in movies that we never talk about when it's white people.
Yeah, we never do it when a British person does an American accent.
Yeah, or people do offensive Italian stereotypes or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of do wish that they had just picked a French actor.
Mm-hmm.
But also, Kevin Kline does a good job. Obviously I'm not a native French speaker, but it doesn't sound wacky to me.
No, I don't think he's doing it. I think he's actively trying to do a good job. I don't think he's trying to do it for laughs or do it in an offensive way. Yeah.
No, but it sounds fine, but obviously I don't really know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but compared to French guy, who we'll get to, and the other French people who are actually French, he doesn't stand out in his accent.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Both when he speaks French and when he speaks English, he sounds the same as everybody else.
Yeah. So, we should go back because we dived right in. We didn't really talk about this movie.
Yeah. Do you want to talk a little brief plot summary kind of thing?
Yeah. So Meg Ryan is Meg Ryan. and she's got her Meg Ryan hair and everything.
Yeah.
And she's engaged to this 95. This is 95.
Oh, I was going to say, this is the first movie that she's a producer on.
Oh, yeah. Does good choice. Good choice, Meg Ryan. She's engaged to Timothy Hutton, who's like the shittiest, douchey, sloppy man in the world. I can't stand him. Anyway. But she's afraid of flying. He has to go to Paris for work. She can't go because she's afraid of flying. He goes and immediately falls in love with a French girl and breaks off their engagement. So she gets on the plane to go win him back, and she meets Kevin Kline, who's going back to France, but he's a bad boy. You can tell because he wears a leather jacket. And it turns out he's a thief, and he's, like, illegally importing wine vines, and also a stolen diamond necklace. Yeah. And then hijinks in Paris. She tries to get him back. She gets all of her stuff stolen. He helps her because she has his stolen necklace in her bag. They end up in Cannes, and where she confronts her douchey ex and realizes that she doesn't want him because she loves Kevin Kline now because they fell in love. And she sells the necklace so she doesn't get arrested. And then he goes to her at the airport, and they fall in love, and he buys his vineyard, and they're very happy.
Yeah.
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 That's the gist.
Yeah, it's like a pretty standard
plot. It's very standard rom-com plot.
Very French locations. I really liked that it wasn't just Paris. Like, they actually... There's more to France than Paris.
Yeah.
So that was nice to see. And, yeah, the countryside and everything was beautiful.
Yeah.
And even when they were in Paris, like, obviously, there's the whole thing about, like, she doesn't actually end up seeing the Eiffel Tower, until she's on the train leaving Paris. But, like, they sort of are in different parts of Paris. Like, I don't think there's, like, the Louvre, you don't see the Louvre or any of that. Like,
they, like, drive past it.
Okay. I missed
when she's first is getting in, but then that's it. And they're at a generic fancy hotel, and then just, like, random streets.
And then there's the whole, like, immigration side plot that they didn't research very well because it's wrong. And is weird. So, so she is trying to get Canadian residency because the guy she was engaged to is Canadian. And then that's the other reason that she doesn't want to go with him to Paris, is because it would mess up her immigration status, which isn't really true. And then when she gets her passport stolen, like, she has a US passport, and then the US embassy, like, refuses to help her, which is not like a thing, because you could be a dual citizen.
Yeah, in a mean way. They're like, so you don't want to be American anymore, so why would we help you? And I'm like, that's not how you are allowed to work at passport offices.
Exactly.
Or
then,
the embassy. Like, what the
Canadians
hell, lady?
Wouldn't be able to help her get her passport back either, because it's not their passport.
Yeah, they don't have, she hasn't gone, and it's not through yet. Yeah.
Yeah, and, like, because we've got lots of friends who've been through their permanent residency / citizenship stuff, not through spousal, but, like, other ways. And, like, there's no rule about not being able to leave the country. You just, your residency, like, you have a certain amount of time that you have to be a resident of Canada. And if you leave the country, then you're not counting it, but it doesn't, like, you don't get in trouble. You just don't count. Like,
you don't count it.
If you leave the country for 2 weeks, you don't count those 2 weeks as being a resident of Canada.
Yeah, and so, like, it's never really clear about how long she's been living there, and, like, they don't bring up residency at all. So, like, if she was going to get her citizenship due to spousal, like, due to being married, then I think it would have to be after they got married, wouldn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Like,
she's waiting
for her PR, her permanent residency.
Yeah, so she's doing it because she's lived there long enough already.
Yeah.
That she has gone through the PR status and now can do citizenship without having to be married. It wasn't even
clear that she was even going for her citizenship. She was just trying to, like, establish residency so that she could stay there, not on a
maybe visa. She just kept saying, like, she's not going to be American for long, which is, again, like, these people, include Meg Ryan and the woman at the American embassy, have never heard of dual citizenship. It's very strange. I'm like, talk to Michael J. Fox. I don't know who had dual citizenship in the 90s, but he definitely did. So strange. So it was a weird, like,
the subplot didn't really need to be there other than
she
more wandering around.
Paris, she couldn't go home because she didn't have a passport.
Yeah. I mean, that was important, but
yeah.
the struggles to get it back.
Well, and then the other weird thing is they catch the thief at the beginning of the movie with her passport, and they show it. They obviously throw down a bunch of passports that he has, but they never show her getting it back. So I'm why is that in there? It's so random. Yeah. And then it doesn't matter because she decides to stay in France and marry a Frenchman. So
now she's going to have whole different immigration
now
issues.
It's going to be more complicated because she's going to want to cancel her Canadian citizenship application and try to get a France one. Which now it's complicated, but yeah.
Yeah, I have no idea. So anyways, the whole immigration thing is ridiculous. But yeah, let's move on to the rom-com part of it. A little product placement for Air Canada.
Woo!
Good times.
Yeah. Is this a real service that people can do for flight?
I think so. I mean, I don't know about it being so realistic, but exposure therapy is definitely a thing, and I would assume that they do it for all kinds of phobias. So yeah, she's in a fake chunk of an airplane, it's the same. It's probably the same chunk that they use for filming
for the set,
commercials and stuff. Yeah, I would assume so. I don't know how you would find out. I also don't feel I mean, it might work for some people depending on what part of flying you're afraid of, but if you're afraid of actually flying and not just being in an airplane, I don't know if that would actually...
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe it's step 1 and then step 2 is going on a short flight or something. I don't know, with a therapist.
I don't know. The people I know who are afraid of flying just get drugged. So.
Yeah, or just do it scared. Yeah, but that's different than an actual phobia. So I don't know.
Yeah. Right before they go to Paris, there's a scene that's important to have because it shows how Timothy Hutton is afraid of commitment. Basically, they go because they find out this dream house is for sale, and she's like, "We can buy it because I have a nest egg of $45,000." Then I start crying.
I know. Well, it was 1995 in, I'm assuming, Toronto.
It is Toronto, yeah.
Yeah.
Toronto suburb.
Yeah, I mean, 45 would be a very solid down payment. More than 20% down payment, for sure. Yeah. Yeah. And then, okay, so he calls her, and it's after work, or it's 6 p.m. her time in Toronto, and he's calling her.
I did the
Paris.
math, yeah. It's
midnight.
So
it's midnight, yeah.
Yeah. Why?
Yeah. Well, because he just fell in love with this girl.
No, in the montage before he falls in love with her, he's calling her at 6. It's they're just assigned time. Yeah. And then it gets later and later as he starts to have more fun.
Before cell phones, so then she had to make sure that she was home? I don't know.
It's such a strange choice.
She's
a teacher.
Oh, she's a teacher.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it is hard to call her at work, but you'd think that teachers could be home before 6.
Anyway, it's just this thing I bumped on. I was like, wait a second. They keep showing that it's 6 p.m. when he's calling her. And I know how France works time zone wise to Canada. Yeah. So, anyway.
I don't know. And then, this French girl that he meets she's so forgettable.
Yeah. It's very... strange
because she's not written as a character. She's written as
she's not a character. She's just a face. And it's just, I was trying to think through of other women that protagonists' fiancés have left them for, and I'm I don't know. There's the main one I can think of, which is not the correct example, but Meredith Blake from Parent Trap, those kinds of people who are ooze sexiness, but also are a little bit evil or a little bit whatever.
Interesting in any way.
Yeah, or First Wives Club, where they're all young and skinny when it's the point is the first wives are not. That's the whole Yeah, I mean the whole thing with this is they're trying to get us to believe that Meg Ryan is quirky and ditzy and frumpy and not sophisticated and just says everything that comes into her brain and isn't sophisticated and isn't beautiful. Yeah. I'm have you met Meg Ryan? Yeah. At her peak of her powers? I know. So this girl is so blah, and then there's no like, Timothy Hutton isn't rich. He's also just so blah and drippy. Mm-hmm. So, like, I'm, like, never, like, why is this French girl, like, gleaming onto him and being like, let's get married in the next 2 weeks or whatever.
I was like, does the French girl want Canadian citizenship? But that
like, is that what's happening? Like, it's just such a weird thing.
Yeah.
And then, like, she meets Kate, and she, like, French girl's annoyed by Kate, and I'm like, you're the one who stole her fiance. Like, just, I don't know. It's just,
and, like, and as, you know, as she says to Kate, like, he wanted to be stolen. Like, I didn't, I'm not coercing him against his will, but, like, which is absolutely true. But, yeah, they should both be barely annoyed at each other and vastly annoyed with him.
Yeah, I think I just, like, there are certain versions of this storyline that just annoy me so much of, like, why are we making it Meg Ryan's fault that this guy is such a fucking drip? And is like, I'm leaving you for this woman even though we're engaged, but I'm afraid of commitment, so I'm going to get engaged to this woman and get married to her in, like, 3 weeks, even though I don't live in France and she doesn't live in Canada. And then I see you one day and you're confident and wearing a dress, so then I try and hook up with you immediately again. And I'm like, why is this the person that she wants? Like, obviously by that point she doesn't really want him anymore, but I'm just like, why is this guy covered in women? Like,
yeah, and why was Meg Ryan with him in the beginning?
Yeah, in the beginning. Like
I know so much that she moved to Toronto for him.
Yeah. Like, douchey lame ex is one of our top tropes ever, but I feel like he's just, like, at the top of the list.
Well, he's not
like,
evil.
He's not evil. He's just so blah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Christ. And then, okay, so even before we get to the end scene where they're, like, standing in a vineyard and she's wearing, like, a, polka dot button-up dress.
Yeah.
Something about this gives me Walk in the Clouds vibes.
Yeah.
And I think it's just the wine and the sort of being around vineyards thing.
I think so. It's like you're walking through European countrysides. There's also a chance, like, they did film a lot of this in France, but there's a chance that the scene where they're walking on the road and they run into his dad could be the exact same unpaved road that they walk down in A Walk in the Clouds.
Yeah, because A Walk in the Clouds was California.
Yeah.
But, like, old-timey
California.
Napa. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and I think,
that's
like,
true. That's true.
There's just a vibe of, like, there's the wine, and then there's, like, the family part. Like, they go to his house, and, like, it's, like, a huge family. They're eating on a big, long table outside.
Yeah,
and
it's definitely, maybe it's, like, that, like, the eating out at the vineyard.
Vines,
and,
like, was there ivy and stuff everywhere?
Was there a fake relationship in Walk in the Clouds? There was, right?
Yeah, because she was pregnant by her...
She was pregnant by the...
teacher? Professor? Somebody. And so he takes the ring off the chocolate that he's selling.
So it's also, like, the fake... Yeah, like the fake...
Yeah.
Pretending to be in a relationship for reasons. Yeah.
For reasons.
Become real.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Man. And then they do the sexy wind flapping to get rid of the frost. Let's watch Walk in the Clouds again.
Anyway. So good. Okay, let's do tropes.
Yeah. So, as I've already said, we've got Meg with her Meg hair.
Yep. It's very 1995, and I'm here for it.
Yep.
We've got vineyards, as we just spoke about. Many vineyards, and just a little vine carrying around.
A little vine. We've got Paris as a trope city, and then we've also got, like, a bonus Eiffel Tower swoon, which I feel
such a glamour shot.
Yeah. Like, okay. And, like, everybody on IMDb is like, there are no trains that go from Paris around the Eiffel Tower. You could not see the Eiffel Tower from a train.
Like, yeah. No, like, anywhere that you see the Eiffel Tower is just, like, city and the river and the... Yeah. We've got, as we previously discussed in detail, the douchiest of douchey blog exes.
Ugh, like, gross. Yeah. We have some amazing 90s clothes. Her round blue tinted sunglasses are incredible. I just, like, was watching her wear them, like, in cans, and I'm like, are they doing anything? Do they protect you from the sun in any way? They're, like, barely... I can see her eyes through them. Like,
yeah, no, like, they don't do anything.
Also near the beginning when she's still in Toronto, she's wearing like a classic cable knit sweater from the 90s, but it's cropped. And she's got ripped jeans on, and I was like, oh man, 1995.
Yeah, it's so good. And then, there's a lot of like white button-up baggy jean kind of
like
deal.
A vest at some point,
Yeah.
Who wears a white button-up and a vest and then a blazer on a plane? No wonder you hate flying.
Right?
Jesus.
I mean, I guess Toronto to Paris is relatively short. Compared to like here to Paris. Yeah.
Yeah, but still.
But yeah. Okay, we've got the bad boy who's like with a heart of gold. Like he is a thief and he is stealing stuff and, a bit of a swindler, but yeah, he definitely has a heart of gold and he's doing it for like good reasons. But yeah, he's still doing it.
Yeah. I mentioned this at the top, and it's not super a trope because I always think I know him from stuff, but I looked it up and it's really just from Godzilla.
Oh, really?
Talked about and like other random things, but not other rom-coms.
Okay.
But it's French guy, Jean Reno, who it's the French guy who's in all this stuff.
In so many things. Yeah, to this day, he's great. We've got an accidental kiss, and also accidentally meeting his family.
Mm-hmm.
So many accidents.
Which then leads to a bonding moment over wine science.
Ugh, adorable. We've got spying on the ex, and then it goes wrong because she's clumsy and so unsophisticated.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But then we have a need to dress up so that they see each other in their dress-up clothes, and they're like, "Ooh, look at you! You're so attractive," which then leads to random dancing, because of course it does. He's like, "We need to practice how you dance so we can practice what you say to him while you eat dinner."
Yeah,
makes sense at all.
And then because they're like pretending to be together, they have to share a hotel room, and of course there's only one bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only one bed.
Man.
And then Kevin Kline says the wrong name while he's kissing another girl.
Yeah, because their genius plan was for her to get back together with the ex, and he would distract/comfort the random French girl. And then, as always, he runs to her, except he meets her on the plane, so it's not really running, but it's not really running adjacent.
Yes. But yeah, like meeting her on the plane before she's about to take off.
Yeah.
Is very tropey and also very 1995, because you couldn't do that now.
No, exactly. Okay, Lindsay, does this movie pass the Bechdel test?
Nope.
Nope, not even a little bit.
There's Terrible French Girl, and then there's Timothy Hutton's sister and family
mom.
And mom back in Toronto, which they talk briefly at the beginning about.
And they talk on the phone.
But on the phone they're talking about Timothy Hutton.
Yeah, and I think at home they're talking about either Timothy Hutton or the wedding.
Or the wedding, or like adjacentness of like plans of stuff. So no, not at all. She doesn't have a friend.
No.
It's kind of like it makes sense that she only has him, but like I wish that she was able to make a little wild friend or something. I don't know.
Yeah, or like instead of, because there's like all the random criminal people that they sort of cross paths with. One of them could have been a woman.
Yep. Yeah. And then again, like I know it's 1995 and it's Paris, but it's very white.
I mean, Paris is a very diverse city. You just wouldn't know it from American media.
American movies, yeah.
Okay, let's make a pie.
Yeah.
Okay, first up we have wine.
Like not as much as you would think since the ends at a vineyard, but
like 10 or 15?
15 is good. 15. I like 15 because the wine science moment is important.
And like the MacGuffin-ish of the vine that he...
Yeah, the vine, yeah.
Yeah.
And then we've got thieving. He does a lot of thieving. Some of it's fun, and some of it is questionable. Yeah. 30%?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So Lindsay had a typo in here, and I couldn't figure out if it was an intentional typo or not, because it was like... It looked like she was trying to like portmanteau terrible and terrific.
No, it was not.
But no, it's terrible khakis.
Yeah, because like I think like Timothy Hutton wears some, and then Meg is wearing khakis the entire time, and then later at the end when they're in Cannes, she and Kevin Kline are both wearing terrible khakis, and it's the 90s khakis. You see them and You've Got Mail. They're like so high waisted. They're so trying to be pleaty, but they're too baggy to pleat.
Yeah, like, or they don't have, they're just baggy and they don't have pleats, or the pleats
Yeah, and because you belt them around your tiny Meg Ryan waist, then they bag even more around your thighs, and so then it doesn't work, and then just, like, the calves are pleated, and I'm like, these pants are terrible. Like, I understand khakis at times, yes, they're work, and it's fine, but not these. Thank God it's not the 90s anymore for this reason only.
I know, because, like, I hadn't had, like, khaki-colored, like, light-colored khaki pants in a very long time, and I have a pair now, but they're, like, high-waisted with, like, a fitted waistband and, like, nice pleats and pockets, and, I like them a lot. Very into them, because they, you know, have more than 2 seams in them.
Yeah, and also, like, I look at sometimes at khakis, I'm like, I like khakis. They go well with clothes.
Yeah, you can wear them with anything.
We can wear them with anything, yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, yes. I think we should give terrible khakis 40%.
Yes, they're terrible, and I hate them. Then that leaves us with 15?
Yeah.
For French accents.
Yeah, because it's great. Okay, well, that's a weird pie, but that's pretty standard for us. What do we think is next for them?
Well, so they don't know each other at all. They fell in love very quickly. Oh, we didn't put that down. Hold on. I'm going to just type that in. Oh, yeah. Because it's like, I don't know, 3 days. But I don't know. I'm into it. I don't know if it's just because their chemistry is good, because these are 2 really good actors who are good at, and they have good chemistry, or it's France. Like the
it's like
end
a vineyard at sunset.
The end shot where they're kissing and he's like grabbing her dress. Like, you can't like get it close enough. Like
when they like accidentally kiss in the train. Oh, it's very swoony. So I mean, I think there's obviously like they need to get to know each other. There's some immigration issues. But that aside, like, I'm here for it.
Yeah.
And then Lindsay, what is next for us?
Well, who knows? Maybe by the next episode you're hearing this, we'll have converted, but I'm not holding out high hopes. But we're doing it. It's fall. It's the movie literally people cannot stop talking about, even though it's been 40 fucking years. We're doing When Harry Met Sally. And we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, I'm open to being... open to it.
I'm into it for the sweaters.
Yeah, I mean, the sweaters and the vibes and...
Carrie Fisher.
Curiosity. Oh, yeah, and Carrie Fisher.
And that guy from City Slickers is also in it.
Oh, it was like Billy Crystal.
No, it's the other guy.
I know.
Bruno Kirby? Is that his name? Should I just pull that out of nowhere? Why do I
don't know. We'll talk about it next time, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. Okay.
That brings us to the end of our episode. You can always leave us a rating or a review wherever you get your podcasts, or you can find us on social media. We are at Charts and Hearts Podcast on Instagram and Threads.
You can also head to our website, chartsandhearts.com, where you can submit your suggestions for rom-coms and tropes for us to add to the list. As we said, we're pretty sure we're out of Meg Ryan movies, so if you know of any secret ones, please let us know. I did a really deep dive into her IMDb to try and get French Kiss on the podcast and not Harry Met Sally's.
So I'm pretty sure we've exhausted
we've done it.
That's okay. It's been delightful.
Yes, and you can check out our Patreon at patreon.com/chartsandheartsclub. For this month, we're kind of doing a Meg Billy thing. Patreon, we're doing Forget Paris, which is...
And also
French, maybe an unofficial twin film of this. We'll have to watch it. I haven't seen it in like 30 years, but I think it's also 1995, so it might be one of those everybody's obsessed with France in 1995 twin film accidents. So we'll find out.
Should be fun. Let us know your thoughts on this movie, and in the meantime, when people tell me they are happy, my ass begins to twitch.
This is just looking because I wrote one down as well, and it was "Never touch my vine."
I mean, how can you not quote Kevin Kline in this movie?
I know. It's so good.
Oh, man. Okay. Bye.
Bye.